What's up, guys? So today I want to ask you guys a question, and it is the title of this video. What 3 cars, if you had infinity money, infinity possibilities to get any car you wanted, what would you actually buy? Now, of course, a lot of people would generically go for the Bugatti Veyrons and the Koenigseggs and stuff because, you know, money no object, that is what you would buy at the end of the day. But I think, you know, as a car enthusiast, there's a lot of other cars I would rather have than, you know, a hypercar of some sort. Now, firstly, I want to get your comments in the comment section. I want you to tell me, what cars would you have? What 3 cars, money no object, you know, you can source the cars, have them any way you want, modifications, anything you like. What would you actually have? So put a comment in the comment section now and tell me what you would have. But it got me thinking, you know, what would I actually have? You know, I'm really into my modified stuff. I'm really into, you know, doing little bits of different things to cars. So I would probably shy away from like the hypercars and stuff that you would normally see. So having just 3 cars, what would you have? Now, my first one would have to be the Lexus LFA. Now, a lot of people, you know, they're very hard to find, I think, and they're very expensive. And a lot of people, I don't think, like them too much. My thing is, you know, the engine sounded like an F1 car. The sort of different thing with Lexus being branded as an old man's car, but having a fantastic supercar like that. Out of all the supercar range, I like my Lamborghinis and I like all that sort of stuff, but I think that is the only one I would actually have. I know it's a really weird car to think about owning, but since I saw it came out and I like my Lexus anyway, that was sort of the only route that I would go down. And it's something a bit different as well. I think there's not a lot of them about, and I think there's not a lot of people that actually own them. And when you do see one, it's sort of a rare occasion, like seeing, you know, one-off hypercar or, you know, some sort of supercar that you don't see a lot of. You know, I think you don't see many of them, and when you do see one, like I've seen a couple before, and in person they just look ridiculous and sound fantastic. My one, well, I'd like it to be matte black maybe, but I think a white would be quite nice. Red leather interior and anthracite wheels. I'd like to, you know, although exhaust is still very throaty, don't get me wrong, but I'd like to see if you could enhance that a little bit, maybe with an aftermarket exhaust system. You know, other than maybe a private plate on it, I'd probably leave it as it was, because it's a very bloody nice car to start with, and, you know, they're an appreciating asset, I think. So I think it's one of those things I'd like to just keep as it was. And that's the first one, I think, a supercar. You know, something that, money no object, you could get in the garage and enjoy. So my second one, what would it be? Now, it would be going back to my roots of American stuff. I know a lot of people out there love the American stuff, but would not really entertain the worth of actually having one because of parts being expensive and, you know, them being just a cruiser more than anything. But my dream American car would have to be a 1964 Impala. Maybe a convertible. Yeah, it would have to be a convertible, to be honest. It would have to be black, you know, lovely rich black with a bit of glitter in there. Maybe red glitter would be quite nice. Maybe a bit of gold glitter in the paint. Red leather interior again, all absolutely completely standard, but just really, really nice. It would have to have some sort of relatively big engine in it, I think, so you can cruise around, not necessarily go fast anywhere, but actually just enjoy. And something reliable as well, so it'd probably be a newer-ish motor. Maybe an LS swap, maybe, I'm not really sure, but I wouldn't want to taint it with some generic engine swap stuff, but I'd still like it to be relatively original. It would have to be on hydraulics, all chromed out, all properly nice and polished underneath, and it would have to have black Daytons on it with a chrome lip. But I think that's what it is, you know, a lowrider of that sort of spec, you know, something big, something really cool, but just really nice, polished up, mint condition, and something you can drive around in as well, something that you can go and enjoy and cruise around with your mates. So yeah, I think that would be number 2 in the garage. That would stay in the garage as well, next to the LFA. So I think that's quite a nice little setup, you know, an LFA and a 1964 Impala is quite cool as, you know, 2 ends of the spectrum. Now the third one I wanted to sort of make as a daily car, so something that I would actually enjoy every day, that could do everything, go everywhere, and you were able to sort of thrash around in, be fast enough and exciting enough to you have a good laugh in, but, you know, be practical enough so you can get your mates in it, get all, you know, for me, clothing and stuff in the back. So what would I have? And I toiled between, you know, the S-Class Rocket, you know, the 900 brake horsepower Mercedes S-Class that they make, the Brabus one. Which is cool, I really like it. I like that sort of big stuff, but I think it would have to be something ridiculous. Now I was actually shying towards the Ford Raptor, but not just any Ford Raptor. It would have to be the Hennessy Velociraptor, the one that they did on Top Gear, you know, the yellow with the light bar across the top. I think there's 600 or 700 brake horsepower supercharged engine. You know, for outlandish ridiculousness, I think that would probably be the best thing to go for me anyway, just because I like stupid things like that. So I think as a daily driver, that would be quite cool, having some big truck that you could sort of take anywhere, throw stuff in the back of, and just go and enjoy as well, having the power behind it, having that fantastic soundtrack of the supercharged engine as well. And I don't think it's something that a lot of other people would actually want to buy. I think as a daily driver, people would more shy towards, you know, other cars rather than some big, you know, V8 supercharged Ford truck. So there we go, guys. I think that's quite a wide spectrum car-wise as to the 3-car garage that I would have. I just really wanted to do a video about this because I want to know what you guys would pick. What 3 cars would you actually buy? So make sure you leave a comment below, because I will read through all of the comments. I want to see the variety. I want to see what you're into. I want to see the cars that you would love to buy and one day love to own, maybe, if you had infinity amount of money, of course. So there's my top 3. I think that would be the 3 that I'd be really happy with. They would be a nice variety in the garage, but I want to know your thoughts. What would you buy? Money no object. I'd like to say split them up into a supercar, something that you really like, or, you know, some rare classic or something like that, and a daily driver. Realistically, you know, a lot of people would just fill it with supercars, which I can completely understand. It's a great idea. But leave a comment below. I want to know your 3 dream cars that you would have in a garage. Also, a massive shout out to everybody that copped some FYD merch at the weekend. I really appreciate the support. It's kept me very, very busy across this weekend and the start of this week, so huge shout out to you guys. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions on this sort of lines, leave a comment below as well. I want to do a couple more videos like this, just answering, you know, one single question about car stuff. I used to do a couple of these for the channel, and I want to sort of bring them back because I love interacting and knowing exactly what you guys would want to see. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Make sure you like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next video. Cheers, guys.